When you're given questions with special angles, you're often given with several of them because it's basically a memorized thing and it's intended to go fairly quickly. I'm going to make myself a little diagram for these. First, I'll mark off the 45-degree type angles right there, and then I'll mark off the 30s. The 30s are a little bit to the left or to the right, and if you remember, one of the coordinates is going to be 1/2. So for this one, the y-coordinate is 1/2. For this one, the x-coordinate is 1/2. I'm not being super precise here, but I'll just mark something to the left and to the right, and it's in about the right spot. Okay, so the dots are 30-degree types, and the tick marks are 45-degree types. For sine of 120, I have to find 120. So I've got 30, 60, 90, 120 is right there. Sine is the y-coordinate. So for that red point, the y-coordinate is definitely not the 1/2. The y-coordinate is the √3/2. Remember, the coordinates that will come up again and again are √3/2 and 1/2 if it's a 30-degree type, and √2/2 if it's a 45-degree type. For sine of 315, that's almost all the way around the circle. All the way around is 360. 45 less than that would get me right here at 315. Sine is the y-coordinate. The y-coordinate for that point is over here, and that's definitely a negative y-coordinate, so negative √2/2. Again, 45 type angle, the coordinates are both going to be √2/2. 180 is half a circle. It's right here. Tangent means y-coordinate over x. The y-coordinate for this point right here is 0. X is 1. It's kind of silly to write 0/1, so I'll just write 0, and there's my answer. 225, that's a 45-degree type angle. 180 is right here, plus another 45 gets me to 225. So 225 is that point. Sine ratio is the y-coordinate. Again, this y-coordinate is definitely negative, so negative √2/2 for the sine ratio. For all of these, the radius has been 1, so there's no need to divide by the radius. Tan of -60. Negative means I go backwards, so I start here, -30. -60 puts me right there. Tan means the y-coordinate over the x-coordinate. So the y-coordinate for this point is negative √3/2. The x-coordinate for that point is 1/2. The 2's divide out, and I'm left with negative √3 as my tan ratio. For cosine of 210 is 180 plus 30 more. Puts me right here. Cos ratio is the x-coordinate. That x-coordinate there definitely is not 1/2, so it's the negative √3/2 for the x-coordinate, and I've got my cos ratio.